Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center for tonight's main event. 12 rounds among heavyweights. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. The Cobra's coming to the ring with his entourage of cornermen, but they look calm, cool, and collected. Hard to believe that they're going to be firing off punches within moments. Vitali Klitschko's making his way to the ring now, and
his adversary, with a record of 41 wins, 38 by way of knockout, and only 2 losses, Vitali Dr. Iron Fist Klitschko.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
just the opening round of 12 scheduled for tonight's bout. Teddy, what's the worst case scenario for a power puncher facing a guy who, he knows his opponent doesn't have much stamina. He knows that he's not going to be going after it late.
Well, that could be a real trap. You get a little over anxious. You're looking for that home run. And while you're looking for the home run, you're striking out all night.
Solid left hand to the head.
Stay away from those. Come on.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Protect yourself.
Parries that punch away. That is a strong uppercut there. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Vitali Klitschko's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Keep doing what you're doing.
The Cobra's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because obviously your opponent is going to adjust to what you're doing. You want to keep them off balance. Stay effective.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Vitali Klitschko doesn't have to reach too far down to generate a big uppercut. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? There he brings the jab right hand. Protecting his head well with his guard.
1-2, 1-2.
Round comes to an end here. Glad you've joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And the guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there in the production truck, but they make all this happen, Teddy.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Brian, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way, you guys, after we just said that, you guys are picking up the tab tonight.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Not much action as he just ties up. Well timed by the Cobra. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Side to side. Move your head.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Solid right by the Cobra. Vitali Klitschko doing what has done so much damage to all his opponents, landing a good solid headshot.
And doing it at the right distance, using that jab to set it up.
Side to side.
The Cobra's able to land a good, solid left hand. He scores with the jab there.
You know, Joe, a lot of times you think about a jab being used by an outside guy, but to get inside, you need a cover. And there, right there, was the cover.
Come on, kid, Bolton. Get out of the way from those punches.
Look at that combination by the Cobra. Good, solid right hand by Vitali Klitschko. Halfway through round number 2. Vitali Klitschko's once again the target of a hook. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
You talk to Vitali Klitschko enough, and you get the sense of his appreciation of the sweet science. Well, they're landing the combination punch. Klitschko looked like a veteran scientist. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Keep moving, keep moving.
With that frame, that size, and all that girth to his upper body, when Vitali Klitschko lands that left hand, boy, it has quite an impact. When Vitali Klitschko has that jab working, then the straight punch comes with ease.
Okay, let's go.
Vitali Klitschko is able to land a nice, clean left hand.
Come on, kid, Bolton.
10 seconds remaining in this round. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Stay away from those.
End of the round here, and you can see that label of volume puncher was made for this guy as the punch stats prove true.
Yeah, he doesn't care really where he hits you. It makes you think of those stories you used to hear in the old days. Maybe your grandfather, maybe your father talked about Rocky Marciano. Loved that guy, former heavyweight champ of the world. He'd hit you anywhere. He didn't care. Back of the head, he hit you on the arms, and he started breaking you down. This guy doesn't care. He just throws.
Number 3 is underway. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. The The Cobra's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Vitali Klitschko's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab.
Keep your head moving.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. When Vitali Klitschko's lost in his career, he's been injured in the fight. Give me a way in where you beat him in which that's not the case.
Well, I think the way to do it is you look at what he doesn't do well. He doesn't keep his hands up real well. You know, he tries to control range. He steps back. He tries to anticipate, but you can step with him. You got to be a quarterback in the NFL. You got to be like Joe Montana. You know, Joe Montana, the thing was, when he threw a pass to a receiver, he didn't throw it to the receiver. He threw it to where the receiver was going to be. If he threw it to him, it'd be behind him. Well, same thing here. Don't punch at him. Punch behind Klitschko. So take a step, anticipate where he's going to be, and be there, and nail him.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Vitali Klitschko.
Come on, kid.
Sets up that right hand with the jab.
Just like that. Just like that.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Vitali Klitschko. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Scored well with that right hand to the body. There's the combo downstairs. Vitali Klitschko's effort has been admirable, but I don't think he's getting the results he would like to get here. He's tiring himself.
Yeah, what I think is starting to happen here, Joe, we saw him throwing a lot of punches, but not real effective punches. I'm wondering now, he's ahead right now in this part of the fight, but I'm wondering if he's getting discouraged because it didn't have the effect on his opponent he wanted it to.
Stand here and watch you take those shots, you understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches.
The Cobra's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on.
Let's see some more head movement.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Vitali Klitschko. It's almost as if he's jousting with that left hand. Vitali Klitschko brings so much behind it.
In and out. In and out.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. You've described Vitali Klitschko as being more awkward than most would probably think. How so?
Well, first of all, he keeps his hands down, you know, and when you're keeping your hands down, it's hard to judge distance on a person. It's hard to judge, you know, where his punch ends and where it begins, to get a feel for that, where it's safe, where it's not safe. So in that way, he's very difficult.
So accurate. Jab, uppercut combination. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Vitali Klitschko's work rate is impressive, Teddy, but his connect percentage is not.
No, there's two reasons for it. So one is his opponent. His opponent is pretty smart there. You know, he's not just standing there saying, hey, hit me, move, and he's being smart defensively. The other thing is the punches are a little too wide. Needs to shorten them up a little.
Vitali Klitschko constantly trying to rid the ring of his opponent with a right hand.
Jump on it. Nice.
Scores up top with a left. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Cover up, cover up.
Vitali Klitschko's putting forth a great combination there. And round 4 comes to an end. You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
Let this guy get away. Come on. This is it. You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands. All right, let's go. Listen. Jab.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. A well-placed left hand up top.
Work in the body.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Watch that.
Oh, and a two-punch combo by Vitali Klitschko.
There you go.
A little head hunting with the right. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. And now you see him scoring well with the right.
Fine, you're okay.
And bang, and away he goes. Oh, and he goes down. First knockdown tonight. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by the Cobra. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Vitali Klitschko.
Side to side, move your head.
He committed to the jab, and then he brought home the bacon with the uppercut. Well done. The Cobra's proving to be elusive. I like how he doubles up that jab by Vitali Klitschko. End of the round is upon us, and we have a fighter in front of us who just looks gassed. He looks tired. Now, Teddy, what can he do to overcome that when this fight starts back up?
Well, first of all, this is where you search into those corners that you're not forced to search. Kind of like when you were a kid and your mother told you to clean your room and go into those little nooks and crannies where you never knew there was dirt. Now you got to start looking into nooks and crannies inside yourself. Places you didn't know were there before. You better find them. You better find them quick.
I wonder if those 60 seconds were enough, Teddy. He was knocked down in that last round. Now he's right back out there.
That 60 seconds has been enough for fighters in his position before. This sport's been around way over 100 years. It's up to him to do the things he needs to do early on in this round.
Good block by the Cobra.
Side to side.
Showing you some defense there with the block. That's a tough guard. He gets to him with an uppercut. Big shot. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? Vitali Klitschko's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive.
Your winner, Dr. Iron Fist Klitschko.
And that's exactly why he packs the stands. This fight is over. Boy, you gotta love a power puncher when he's on his game.
Yeah, and you have to love a finisher. He knew how to end it. He knew which punches to choose at the right time.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night.